Hello everyone, welcome. It is no secret that I like to shop on Amazon. Every couple of months I upload a video similar to this one, sharing with you either fashion finds or travel finds or beauty finds from Amazon that I am just so excited about and cannot wait to share. So what I wanted to do for this video is share with you, I guess, what I would call my best of the best finds. And I've got 15 of them to share with you in the categories of fashion, beauty, and travel. And when I say that these are my top finds, that means that these are products that I quite literally recommend to everyone. In some instances, I have repurchased these products over and over again. And then in some cases, it's something that I've just purchased in multiple colors, like this top, which I will get to in a few moments. And if you're someone who watches my Amazon videos regularly, you could probably guess what a lot of these are going to be. All right, starting off strong with the beauty category, specifically skincare. First up are these Green Tangerine Vita C Eye Gel Patches from Goodall. I'm currently on my third refill. I've got to be honest with you, in the past, I have never really been an eye patch person. And I really don't know why. I would see other content creators use them, other makeup artists use them while they were doing, their clients' eye makeup, because in addition to hydrating and brightening the under eye, they can also serve as a way to catch any eyeshadow fallout. The first time Goodall sponsored one of my videos and I showcased this product for the first time was back in July. And that is when I first showed you the Green Tangerine Vita C Serum. I have continued to use that serum since July, as well as the eye patches and the Green Tangerine Vita C Dark Circle Eye Cream. Basically, what the Vita C Gel Eye Patches are is a gelified version of the Vita C Vitamin C Face Serum. Unlike other eye patches that just have the hydrogel dipped into the ampule, the Goodall Vitamin C Eye Patch is the Vita C Serum in gel patch form. And Goodall has actually patented this technology. And you'll notice that upon application, the serum patch thins out because the vitamin C serum starts melting from your body temperature and then penetrates into your skin. That's why by the time you take it off, the patch will be thinner. The Vitamin C Eye Patch is a very quick, on-the-go product, perfect for your busy mornings. Goodall's clinical study showed that just after using the vitamin C patch for 5 minutes, moisture went up by 35%. Most other eye patches, you need at least 20 minutes to achieve that level of effectiveness. The bottom line is that this gelified serum instantly brightens your under eyes, hydrates your under eyes. So if you're someone that deals with very dry under eyes, tired under eyes, you just feel like you need an extra boost, please do yourself a favor and give these Vita C Gel Eye Patches a try. And then if you want to take it one step further and really seal in those nutrients, then you're definitely also going to want to try the Green Tangerine Vita C Dark Circle Eye Cream. This is a non-irritating formula that is fragrance-free, doesn't sting, making it perfect for those with sensitive eyes, like me. Ever since I started using this combo, I, as well as many of you, have pointed out that my under eyes have been looking really, really good, even without any makeup on. And these products are also very enjoyable to use. From their texture, the way they feel on my skin, the sensory experience, it makes you feel like you're giving yourself a spa treatment at home. I do want to thank Goodall for partnering with me on today's video, and they wanted me to let you know that for Amazon's Prime Deal days, October 8th and 9th, you can receive up to 30% off these fantastic Goodall products. So while we're on the subject of eyes, let's go from below the eyes to on the eyes, the lids. I cannot get enough of this palette. It is the Moira Chasing Eternity palette. If I went through all of the things, the positive attributes of this palette, I could do just an entire 10-minute video on it. Whenever I reach for this palette, I know that my eyeshadow is going to come out beautiful. The pigmentation of both the mattes and the shimmers is excellent. This is one of those palettes where I don't think there is a dud in here. Even with my high-end palettes, sometimes I will swatch them or I'll use them on my eyes and I'll think to myself, oh, you know, well, these 5 shades are great, but these 2 aren't so great. This one's kind of a dud, it's chalky or it's patchy or it's just got very little pigment. I do not think there is a dud in this palette. And this is just one of the available color stories. I do have the other one as well, but this is the one that I reach for way more than the other one. I love it. You know what? I'm filming a little bit later in the day than I usually do, and my lighting is a little off. So let's see if that helps. Ooh, that's bright. I think that's better. Maybe? I don't know. I think I have filmed on every wall of this room trying to figure out what has the best lighting setup. It seems to always be a work in progress. All right, now moving on from the eyeshadow palette, let's talk about these lashes, these individual lashes. If you know me, you know I love wearing false lashes. I have my own line of false lashes with BK Beauty. I created those. They came out about a year and a half ago, but we started working on them about a year before that. So like 2.5 years ago is when I initially chose those lashes. And I still love all 4 styles of my BK Beauty lashes. But as we all know, times change, trends change, and a lot of people are moving away from big lash extensions and false lashes. These are great lashes to purchase if you just want to add a little bit of flair to the outer corner. I only have 3 clusters on each one of my eyes. And these are so inexpensive. And I will link these exact ones in the description box. Hopefully they're still available. You know how Amazon is, sometimes things go in and out of stock. So if they are not in stock, I will link something as close to this as I possibly can. All you need are some tweezers and some lash glue. And as I was saying, you just pop a couple on. If you're like me and your eyesight is pretty poor, you will need a very magnifying mirror. And my biggest tip with any sort of false lash, whether it's a strip lash or an individual, is you want to make sure that the glue is tacky before you attempt to apply the lash to your lash line. Because if the lash glue is too wet, the lash is not going to stick. It's going to move around. It's going to fall off. You're going to be extremely frustrated. And I think that's why a lot of people give up, even on individuals, is because they just can't get the lashes to stick. Up next is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Contour Wand. I use light medium. I am on my 2nd purchase of this, and I'm about to be on my 3rd because I think this one is running low. If you've ever seen the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, which by the way used to be my favorite, it looks just like this. But this is, I think, a 1/3, maybe a 1/4 of the price. And honestly, it's even better than the Charlotte Tilbury, I think. Just like with the Charlotte Tilbury, you do have to open and close it like this by twisting the top. And then you squeeze it out the top, and then you can just dot it on like so. It smells like suntan lotion, which I personally love the smell of. And you get naturally contoured and lifted cheekbones. It blends in better than many high-end contour products that I've tried. I cannot recommend this enough. There was no question at all whether or not I was going to be putting this in today's video. It was a no-brainer. Also a no-brainer, these little puffs. I know everybody, every beauty influencer, probably fashion influencer too, has these in their Amazon storefront because there's no reason to spend a lot of money on these puffs. And they're so great for so many different things. I personally mostly use them to, set my under eyes, but you can also use them to blend out eyeshadow. Really, what more can I say? They're just a must-have. My final product in the beauty category is this Boldify Hairline Powder. I have this in so many different shades because my hair color is kind of constantly changing, it seems. I used to use those root sprays, and they seemed to work okay until I got on camera and I noticed, and a lot of you noticed, that my part line would be sort of like orange. I had people asking me if I had some sort of skin condition, like why did my scalp look like that? And what it was the camera just and the lights picking up some sort of weird tones in the product. So I went back and purchased one of these Boldify powders in a darker shade. So at first I was using the dark blonde shade. Now I am using the medium brown. And I did put it already a little bit on my hairline right here before I decided to slick my hair back. So I left some space bare so that I could demo for you. The bottom, the little puff comes out of the bottom, and then you tap it into the lid or the product. This is the lid. You're not tapping it into the lid, you're tapping it into the product. And then you just tap it onto your hairline. The gray is covered, your hairline is filled in. Yeah, I absolutely love this stuff. All right, moving on to fashion. This top, let's talk about it. I love it. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I have seen tops like this over on the revolve.com website for like $90 to $150. I just think it is a must have. You can throw a blazer or a cardigan over it. It is just such a great elevated basic. And a lot of you always ask me, well, Risa, what do you wear for a bra underneath a top like this? Because strapless bras are so uncomfortable. Well, my answer to that is I normally don't wear a bra. And that is because I do have breast implants. They're 20-year-old breast implants. And some days I do wear like a strapless bra, a regular strapless bra with this. But I do find them to be a little bit uncomfortable. So on days like today, if I were just going to go out to dinner or drinks or something like that, I would wear these nippies. Now I know probably 8 out of 10 people watching this are like, Risa, I can't do that. I don't have breast implants. I have to wear some sort of bra. In that case, I would recommend just a strapless bra. I have yet to find one that is super comfortable, which is why I go without as often as possible and just wear these nippies. Now I know there are some women who, even if they don't have breast implants, they don't want to wear a bra either, but they do want some coverage. So these nippies, I have talked about them so many times. Why am I putting it here? You can't see anything with the way the sun is coming in right now. I use these nippies. I've ordered them over and over and over again. Yes, they are reusable, but I don't think anybody wants to use them for like 6 months at a time. At least I don't. I use them for about 2 months and then I order a new set. And I don't wear them every single day. And I will say that I have never had them fall off, even if I'm sweaty. So we've talked about my top. We've talked about the nippies. Oh, the earrings. I know every beauty and fashion influencer seems to have these big chunky teardrop earrings. Mine are a little bit bigger than normal. I had originally purchased about 1.5 years ago the designer version of these earrings when I was in Paris. That was before it seemed like everyone was wearing this earring. And I have to tell you, I am kicking myself for spending that much money on those earrings. I mean, it was an experience to purchase them at the designer store in Paris. And I know mine are real silver, but I still don't think it was worth the money because I have put the two side by side. They look so similar. So I did buy the gold, and then these are the larger size, or let me show you on this side, of the rose gold. So while these earrings are indeed trendy, I feel like they've been trendy for a long time, almost as if they're going to be as classic as, say, just a regular hoop earring. And I just think they're flattering. Whether you want to get the real small size, the medium size, the large size, there's even some that are bigger than this. Those are a little bit too much for me, but to each their own. I just think they're worth getting 100%. And let's talk about this case. I think this is one of the more recent products I've shown in one of my more recent Amazon videos. It is part of this travel jewelry case that I purchased. This is the big one. You can get a smaller version of this. And what I love about it is Well, it holds a lot of jewelry. And when I travel, I like to have a lot of accessories. Probably more, not probably, definitely way more than necessary. But I just fill up these bags with a bunch of different accessories, and they're secure, they're clear, they have this clear window so you can see exactly what's in them, and then you just, you know, put them back into the bag like so. I did a horrible job because I was trying to lift it up so you guys could see. And then something else you can do with this is you can lay things on top as well. I have my David Yurman bracelet and my David Yurman ring in these travel pouches that I lay flat right on top, and then I zip them up within this bag. So as I was saying, if you're not an overpacker like me, you can get this smaller version of this. Speaking of traveling, as many of you know, I went on a cruise back in August. And one of the things I was told back when I went on my trip to Paris and London in January of 2023, a lot of people said, don't, you know, carry a regular purse or don't carry a backpack because, you know, of pickpocketers and thieves and all of that. So back then it was, you know, winter time, so I was wearing like a big sweater and a big coat, so I just carried a money belt. So I had, you know, my credit cards and money and ID in there, and I just wore it around my waist, covered up by a big sweater and a coat. In the summertime, I didn't really want to wear a fanny pack or a money belt, so I got this wristlet from Amazon. One of the reasons why I purchased this is because as I've gotten older, have started to have, you know, a lot of pain in my shoulders and my back, and I've got some, you know, bulging discs and all that fun stuff. So I find that I cannot wear anything that goes around my neck, like a halter dress or a halter bathing suit. Nothing around my neck. Even necklaces that are too heavy become uncomfortable on me after a while. And even crossbody bags. The lightest crossbody bag can bother me if I'm wearing it long enough. So I really needed a wristlet, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. I bought white because it was summertime, but it is so dirty right now. My husband looked at it and he goes, "Can't you get something nicer?" And I thought, I suppose I could, but this is so practical and so affordable. If it's looking rough, number one, I'll try to clean it, or I'll just order a new one. The best part of this bag, aside from the price, is its practicality, because as I mentioned, it is a wristlet, so you can put it over your arm and hold it. It's lightweight. But my favorite thing about it is the different pouches, the different compartments. So in here, you've got one zipper compartment, then you've got an area for credit cards. I'm sure I'm doing a horrible job showing this to you. I'll try to get some better B-roll footage of it if I can. So you can put your credit cards in there if you want to. When I was in Europe, I put them in the zippered portion of the interior part of the bag. And then the exterior zipper actually fits my phone. Now, I don't have the Pro. Mine is a 15, but it's not a 15 Pro. I don't think a 15 Pro would fit, but the regular 15 does. So yeah, this was pretty much my most used item on my trip. I love this thing. Yeah, I probably should have gotten a new one of this before I did this video, because this is looking a little rough too. I've shown this in many Amazon videos over the years. These are my favorite travel brush holders. Not only can you use them to travel with your brushes, but I also put pencils in here. There's little bands where you can actually stick the brushes in, so they are held in nice and tight. Sometimes I will put like the smaller brushes, my smaller brushes, in the little holes and then leave the bigger ones out like this. Again, I can put mascara in here, lip liners, eyeliners, you name it. I have probably like 6 or 7 of these. I don't take 6 or 7 with me on vacation because that would definitely be excessive. I usually take like 2 of them at the most. But they honestly do fit so much. Oh, I almost forgot to show you that you can fold down the sides for easier access and for easier viewing of what you've got in there. Okay, do any of you have any idea what these are? If you watched my most recent, or maybe it was the Amazon video before that, then you know. But if you haven't seen those videos, you might not know what these are. They are bottle covers for travel. So here is a bottle of eye makeup remover. You put it over the top and then bring it down over the bottle. I know what you're thinking. Risa, I would not travel. I would not ever go on a plane with that size bottle. No, I know you wouldn't, but it works for other things as well. I put them over travel size lotions just for extra assurance that nothing's going to leak. Even though I put them in a Ziploc bag or some other type of sealed bag, you know things can still leak and then get over other things in the bag. I've had that happen. I'm sure you've had that happen. So this just gives you that extra protection. This past weekend, my husband and I took a road trip to visit family in Arizona. And I wasn't flying, so I did actually grab at the last second this bottle of eye makeup remover, but I put one of these right on top of it and then just put the whole thing into the toiletry case I was bringing with me. I left it, sitting up in the car, but I just felt confident that I wouldn't have an issue with any leaking because I had this on there. I know they look silly, but they're honestly genius. Okay, I thought I was done, but I forgot one very, very important item. Now, I know it's not everyone's taste, but I've got to say that whenever I post pictures or video of me carrying this sparkly bag, everyone asks me where to get it. And even when I'm carrying it in person, I get so many compliments on it. This is the bag I carried with me when I wore this red dress on my cruise that is also from Amazon that I can also link for you. I got so many compliments on this dress as well. I love, love, love this dress. I actually think I may order it in another color. I got the red because it was for the Scarlet Night on our cruise, but I just love the dress so much. I think it's so worth the money, as is this bag. In case you didn't know, I live in Las Vegas, and there are a lot of designer stores here in town, down on the Strip, which I don't go to that often, but I go to once in a while. And whenever I am down there, I will often venture into those designer stores just to check things out, see what they have. And the designer that this bag is actually inspired by, the one they have in this store, in that store, looks just like this. Now, that said, I haven't brought this bag in and put it, side by side to that one. I would never do that, but I've held them both. I've looked closely at them both, but that one, the one that this is inspired by, is like $800 or $900, maybe more. Yeah, you don't need it. This one is just as stunning. If this is your style, of course. I know not everyone is into the bling like I am. Those are my 15 all-time favorite Amazon finds. As I mentioned already, I will have every product listed and linked down below in the description box of this video. Do not forget on the 8th and 9th of the month to take a look at the Good All products on Amazon, specifically my favorites, the Vita C Eye Gel Patch and the Vita C Dark Circle Eye Cream. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. All you have to do is just hit that subscribe button and you will become a part of the Risa Does Makeup family. I do post new content at least twice per week. You can also find more from me over on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. My username is the same on every platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.